Okay, Doug, your package has arrived. So we're going to have a look at your watch, how it was delivered. Okay. I'll zoom down here. Okay, so let's have a good look at what you've sent. This is your original watch that you purchased, I think, at the Navy, perhaps Navy PX, maybe I'm wrong. I think you said in Pearl Harbor, which is really kind of neat. So let's dig into what you've got. Okay, so this is a 1974 Seiko 74. 84. 84, it's been a long day. 84, 6309, 7049. This is the longer text, so it's a 6309 704X movement and dial Japan cased Hong Kong. So it's the at the transition when they're moving production from Japan on the assembly, I guess, over to Hong Kong, which is kind of cool. Okay, so it has lived a life. You were in the Navy, I think, and diving perhaps, or even just wearing a cool watch while serving, which is really neat. So let's dig in. You said it's not really running the way you would like it. It has seen a little bit of water ingress, so that's okay. Your dial, the loom has gotten a little puffy, which we're going to leave basically alone. We can clean up your hands just a little bit. It seems to be running, which is a good sign. Moving at least. Your crown screws down as it should. Condition-wise, a worn watch, but not a worn-out watch. Definitely could benefit from a new crystal. I like the patina here on the insert. Looks very good. Just a really nice 6309. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can get the case back off. You've said that you don't think it's ever been serviced, and we can always check and make sure that that's the current state of the watch. So let me go ahead and try and get this off. I doubt it will come off without more persuasion than this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to put it on the machine and give it a good tweak. Give me 1 second. Okay, Doug, it is time to open up and see inside, perhaps for the first time. Since 84. Has a mark. So someone was in here at one point in its life. Got a little insignia there of some sort. Okay, well, somebody looked at it at some point. For what reason, I don't know, but that's okay. Okay, well, it looks pretty clean. That's good. It's a little hazy, but that's all right. That's a lot to do with outgassing of the oils and lubricants that were in here. Let's just check your arbor. Yeah, it's pretty worn. You can see the head of this moving. That indicates that things are loose. But we will go ahead with our process, which eliminates that problem. We'll check your barrel and make sure it's in good shape too. Okay, so power in the mainspring now, fully powered up. Let's go ahead and put the case back on, and then we'll check and see how it's doing on the Timegrapher. Give me one moment. Okay, Doug. Well, you know, this is actually really nice. It's in need of a service and an adjustment. However, it looks pretty good. Much better than most when they are unserviced or perhaps haven't been serviced over a very long time. Amplitude is decent. It's not terrible. The nice thing is the signal itself, these dots, which should be aligned. It's really far out of beat, and so we'll have to adjust that, and perhaps that may take a little bit of extra work because it's a pretty big number. I hope you have adjustment left so we can do it. But the thing about these is that you can get this really very good to zero, in fact. You're gaining about 50 seconds a day, so that's a lot. But you know, these watches were were actually from the factory, perhaps not even. I mean, the spec is somewhere in the 20 second per day is tolerable, but we can of course dial that in very well. This is the number we get through service. That's what we make better. It should be somewhere to 30. That's, as you know, that's really good. If we get above that, we're really, really good. But certainly that's what we're shooting for, is a good number in the amplitude. So overall, this really is a good place to start. It definitely needs lubrication. It needs to be serviced. It needs a new crystal. But otherwise, you know, it needs new seals. However, I'd say this is a good place to start. We're in good territory. This is what I want to see. Okay, let's come back to that. Okay, Doug. Well, I'd say you got a great looking watch. We're just going to go through the last of the few little details I want to check before we get too much further. I saw it click over the day. I want to check the quick day and date. Make sure that's doing its thing. Everything snaps into the right spots. Yeah, that looks good. English Spanish wheel. Yeah, that's looking pretty darn nice. I think that's what you want to see. Okay, well, I will send this to you. We will communicate, move forward, and we'll get you serviced and looking good. Okay, thanks, Doug.